back to our channel. Here we are continuing 2019 NEET solved questions from biology. Before, if you are watching our channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. So let's continue. Next question. Identify the cells whose secretion protects the lining of gastrointestinal tract from various enzymes. Option A, chief cells. Option B, goblet cells. Option C, oxyntic cells. And option D, duodenal cells. Option B, goblet cells is the correct answer. Goblet cells secretes mucus. It is secreted along, that is, this mucus is secreted along entire digestive tract where it lubricates food and lining. This lining protects it from mechanical digestion from acid and other digestive enzymes. Next question. Cells in G0 phase. Option A, exit the cell cycle. Option B, enter the cell cycle. Option C, suspend the cell cycle. Option D, terminate the cell cycle. Option A, exit the cell cycle is the correct answer. G0 or resting phase is a period in the cell cycle in which the cells exist in a quiescent state. Quiescent state means inactive state. Next question. Which of the following glucose transporters is insulin dependent? Option A, GLUT1. Option B, GLUT2. Option C, GLUT3. And option D, GLUT4. Option D, GLUT4 is the correct answer. GLUT1 and GLUT4 are glucose transport proteins which facilitate glucose transport into insulin sensitive cells. GLUT1 is insulin independent and is widely distributed in different tissues. GLUT4 is insulin dependent and is responsible for the majority of glucose transport into muscle and adipose cells in anabolic conditions. Next question. Which part of the brain is responsible for thermoregulation? Option A, cerebrum. Option B, hypothalamus. Option C, corpus callosum. Option D, medulla oblongata. Option B, hypothalamus is the correct answer. Next question. In some plants, the female gamete develops in the embryo without fertilization. This phenomenon is known as option A, autogamy. Option B, parthenocopy. Option C, syngamy. And option D, parthenogenesis. Option D, parthenogenesis is the correct answer. A phenomenon in which female gamete develops in the embryo without getting fused with male gamete, that is, without fertilization, is called parthenogenesis. Whereas autogamy is a form of self-fertilization in which the fission of cell nucleus occurs without division of the cell. The two pronuclei so formed reuniting to form the synkaryon. Next, what is parthenocopy? Parthenocopy is the production of fruit without fertilization of an egg in the ovary. Next question. Which of the following ecological pyramids is generally inverted? Option A, pyramid of numbers in grassland. Option B, pyramid of energy. Option C, pyramid of a biomass in a forest. Option D, pyramid of biomass in a sea. Option D, pyramid of biomass in a sea is the correct answer. Ecological pyramid is a graphical representation that illustrates the flow of energy through different forms of life in an ecosystem. It is generally inverted in case of pyramid of biomass in a sea because the biomass of fishes is more than the phytoplanktons. Let's know what are the features of pyramid of biomass in a sea. So let's look the food chain in the ocean. First one, we know the producer, that is phytoplankton, then passes to zooplankton, the consumer, and finally to predatory fish. The biomass of consumers, here the consumer is zooplankton, is greater than the phytoplankton, the producer, because of their small size and low weight. The predatory fish is much larger than zooplankton. Next question. Extrusion of second polar body from egg nucleus occurs. Option A, after embryosperm but before fertilization. Option B, after fertilization. Option C, before entry of sperm into ovum. Option D, simultaneously with first cleavage. Option A, after entry of sperm but before fertilization is the correct answer. Extrusion of second polar body from egg nucleus occurs after entry of sperm into secondary oocyte but before fertilization. The entry of sperm into the ovum induces completion of the meiotic division of the secondary oocyte. Entry of sperm causes breakdown of metaphase promoting factor and turns on anaphase promoting complex. Question: Pinus seed cannot germinate and establish without fungal association. This is because option A, its embryo is immature. Option B, it has obligate association with mycorrhizae. Option C, it has very hard seed coat. Option D, its seeds contain inhibitors that prevent germination. Option B, it has obligate association with mycorrhizae is the correct answer. Next question, match column 1 with column 2. Column 1 includes P wave, QRS complex, T wave, reduction in the size of T wave. And column 2 includes depolarization of ventricles, repolarization of ventricles, coronary ischemia, depolarization of atria, and repolarization of atria. From this question, we understood that the terms given are related to electrocardiogram. So, first let us look at through what is electrocardiogram. Electrocardiogram is a diagnostic tool used to assess the electrical and muscular functions of the heart. It consists of waveform components which indicate electrical events during one heartbeat. These waveforms are labeled P, Q, R, S, T and U. P wave indicates atrial depolarization, that is, that the atria are contracting, pumping blood into the ventricles. The QRS complex represents ventricular depolarization and contraction. T wave is a upward waveform representing ventricular repolarization. The normal T wave is slightly asymmetric with a steeper downward slope. Reduction in the size of T wave represents insufficient supply of oxygen, that is coronary ischemia. Coronary ischemia is an intermediate condition in coronary artery disease during which the heart tissue is slowly or suddenly starved of oxygen and other nutrients. From these points, we understood that P wave from column 1 matches with the point 4 in column 2, that is the polarization of atria, and QRS complex from column 1 matches with the depolarization of ventricle, that is point number 1 in column number 2. Next, T wave from column 1 matches with the repolarization of ventricle, point number 2 in column 2. And finally, reduction in the size of T wave matches with the point number 3, coronary ischemia. Hence, option number 1 is the correct answer. Next question. The Earth Summit held in Rio de Janeiro in 1992 was called. Option A, to reduce carbon dioxide emissions and global warming. Option B, for conservation of biodiversity and sustainable utilization of its benefits. Option C, to assess threat posed to native species by invasive weed species. Option D, for immediate steps to discontinue use of chlorofluorocarbons that were damaging the ozone layer. Option B, for conservation of biodiversity and sustainable utilization of its benefits is the correct answer. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you.